Всем снова привет, ребята, с вами Одри Вай. Ну и сегодня мы продолжаем проходить Hogwarts Legacy. По звуку также просьба повестить, если какие-то проблемы со звуком будут или с картинкой. И перед тем, как мы начнем, обязательно проверьте, чтобы вы были подписаны на YouTube, Trovo, Twitch, VK, TikTok, смотря где вам удобно смотреть. Не забывайте также про телеграм-канал, выкладываю различного рода новости, расписание и многое другое. И буду рада вашим донатам. Все ссылки в описании. Ну а мы продолжаем. Так, нам надо на занятие по заклинаниям, а потом на защиту темных искусств. Окей. Как говорится, понял, принял. А картинку тут можно сделать почетче немножко, что ли? Так, настройки, вот или настройки. Параметры яркости. Громкость музыки. Специальных настроек тут тоже я не вижу. Интерфейс. Ладно. Если качество будет плохим, извиняюсь. Это значит, проблема будет не само. Ой. Вверх. Мне, если честно, тяжеловато с геймпада играть.
Revelio.
Так, тут ничего нет, да, у нас? Так, у нас тут еще летающие страницы есть. Но мне они пока не по силам. Тут куча летающих страниц.
Revelio.
Тут столько всего можно собрать, и соответственно надо ревиолить каждый угол. Угол тут просто ну никак. Все равно я башню защиты.
Revelio.
Что-нибудь есть? Нету. Господи, напугал. Тут надо замок открывать, я его тоже пока не знаю.
Revelio.
Это должна быть страница, кстати. Нет? Ладно. Все равно мне идти в другую сторону.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Начинаем занятие, мы благополучно добрались.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now.
Прикольный учитель.
My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
10 раз помнит.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Акция. Башки. Вот это мне нравится. Тут я никогда не ошибаюсь. Не то, что в первой системе.
Accio.
Рисуй нормально.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Так, все. Выучили новое заклинание, причем очень быстро. В философском камне я рисовала, наверное, раз по 10. Ну, в первое время, да, когда на Новый год перепроходила сам марафон по Гарри Поттеру, вот там уже поменьше было попыток у меня, но, тем не менее, все равно ошибки
I've
были.
always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Eh?
Так. Какая кнопка? Давайте думать. Какая кнопка?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes?
Oh,
Now,
yes.
I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done.
О, я всегда проигрываю эту игру.
Accio.
Splendid!
Ух. Надо было еще подержать. Чуть-чуть.
Very good! That's it!
Тут 3 попытки. Ну, мы сейчас освоим.
Very good! Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before. And Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Чё, она первая.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Наравне идем.
Splendid!
Here we go.
Ах ты, скотина.
Yes!
Accio.
Есть. Просто наравне.
Nicely done. Let us see this.
Ваши похороны.
Accio.
Нет, 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 нет.
Happens to the best of us.
Ну, без какого понятия, слишком долго держала.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Нравится.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Просто помогает.
Excellent control there.
Here we go. Yes!
Так, стоп, а откуда у нас 50? Если ходуной и шарьяк. Есть.
Brilliant. Watch this. Phew.
Так.
Accio.
Да-да-да. Победили.
That's it.
Есть. Мы смогли обыграть наца и урай.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Так что не все так безнадежно. Ну что, неплохо получилось. Теперь у нас есть еще одно новое заклинание, потом придется их как-то миксовать между собой.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Очередное задание.
Until next time.
Of course, you can use
A word,
magie on
if you
humans,
would.
if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Revelio.
Руководство. У меня есть изменить акцию, протегу, Велию,
And then the werewolves joined the goblins
Revelio.
on the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. Cheer for the boy who said you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies, Pete. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flat.
Oh, fine, fine.
Revelio.
Old attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flat?
Potato!
Кувырок. Так. А по пути как раз есть отличный. Что? Чем мне нравится как раз таки
Revelio.
тем, что по Хогвартсу просто заколебаешься бегать. Представь, какой огромный, сколько всего, и при этом еще всего-то и не найти, по идее. Потому что сколько играла, я ни разу без Хогвартса до конца не обошла. Скелетом были экскелет ирландского феникса или авгуречь, чрезвычайно пугливые птицы, который может предсказать приход дождя, а ее горб внутри когда-то считалось предвещает смерть.
Revelio.
Вот очень
Revelio.
Resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
как мило с их стороны было добавить из четвертой части. Что за этот, у козла или как его называли?
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Protego!
Protego. Complicates things.
Levioso!
Levioso!
What are you doing up there?
Levioso!
Cast Levioso to throw your opponent off guard.
Protego! Levioso!
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
If only all of my students were this adept.
Levioso!
I do enjoy lively duels.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day.
Revelio.
Class is dismissed.
Страничка. Ага, черного дракона. Это большой скелет дракона, который висит в классе защиты от темных искусств. Положительно является трофеем. Взято профессором Гейган после того, как она в одиночку разговаривала с крупнейшим вулканическим паном высоким Уэльсом во время большой облавы. 1873 года. Ни хрена себе, еще в одиночку.
Revelio.
Даже с Себастьяном разговаривать.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Но мы притворимся.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Окей.
Till next time.
Revelio.
Ладно. Давайте посмотрим, что у нас по заданиям. Пока что заданий нет, зато есть как раз таки вот эта штука. Дуэльный клуб. Гриффиндора. Гостиная Гриффиндора, по-моему, да, высоко достаточно. А башня... Нет, гостиная все-таки будет... с башни быстрее. Значит, с нее и начнем. Оттуда пойдем. Так что будем начинать наш путь с башни преподавателей. Так. Новое задание. С профессором Уизли надо встретиться. Ну, сначала сходим сюда, раз уж мы пришли. Разве так?
Revelio.
Revelio.
Район Шотландии, где находятся Гибридские острова, родина гибридского черного дракона. Это себе. Ничего себе, профессор. Что было? Призрак боится, призрака с метлой, а метла как... Все видели, а? Призрак держал призрачную метлу. Это вообще как возможно-то? Призрак держал призрачную.
Glad you could make it. Luke,
Revelio. Levioso.
Всего 8, но я летающих видела.
Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
Ему навет, я не знаю. Это, по-моему, второкурсник.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Нифига. Так, развивайте желтые щиты, используя контролирующее заклинание. Сонные чары небес. Привязка к цели позволяет уничтожить врагов без прицеливания. Нажимайте, чтобы получить
Act like a winner!
Potato! Accio! Levioso! Accio! There comes the
Don't shy away now.
Confringo!
Accio!
You're better than that!
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
По-моему, второкурсник, нет? Второкурсник вообще. По классу совсем еще ребенок, а на вид так вообще там курс третий. Иду. Третий курс, по-моему, еще в сторонке плачет. Так, мне надо к профессору Уизли. А тут у нас нету нигде. В ближайшем что-нибудь. Да, ёшки, не туда нажала. Ближайший, походу, вот этот только. Мощная защита темных искусств, ссылка ближе. Так что начнем оттуда. Оттуда побежим. Это лучше, чем через весь Хогвартс полчаса просто бегать. Так что сейчас посмотрим, что они нам хотят дать, какое задание. Я бы, конечно, побегала по Хогвартсу, но это займет не 1 час и не 1 день. Так непривычно произносить. Вообще, вы бы знали, насколько мне это произносить непривычно. Профессор Уизли.
Revelio. Lumos.
Это где-то недалеко должно быть. Почему-то действительно должно быть недалеко, что ищем картину с этот. Большие ворота и картина на весь это слишком далеко отошли. Может, это где-то здесь? Большие
If someone
ворота.
gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
Большие ворота с картиной на полный угол. Где-то эту картину можно искать. Может, наоборот, мне надо не вниз, а наверх? Ладно, я что, заблудилась еще как-то? Я еще и забыла, где я это видела. А, вот колонны. Гигантская дверь. Колонны с большой дверью. Да, разве не туда же пришел? Я иду. Это колонны, какая-то гигантская дверь, картина там на полу этого. Наверняка должна быть внизу. Где еще такие гигантские ворота
Two
будут
cookies
стоять?
simply because you had one victory over Salad.
Awful when they ask you a question, though, isn't it? Grubby little faces. I'll just die.
Я не понимаю, может, это приключение. Это уже
Revelio.
туда, оказывается. на слухи, возможно, спровоцированные сэром Кедоганом. Это, безусловно, не та самая Виверна из долины реки Уай, убитая веселым рыцарем помимо его воли.
Revelio.
Wouldn't it be romantic to fly amongst the stars? Even Professor Shaw might think so.
А то мало ли придется возвращаться. А тут таких мест достаточно много. Так.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Откуда она знает? Так, в итоге, Себастьян или Натти? Пойти с кем-нибудь из Гриффиндора или пойти с кем-нибудь из Слизерина? Ну, раз уж у нас персонаж такой своеобразный, возьмем Себастьяна.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Попахивает приключениями.
Revelio.
Причем не просто попахивает о приключениях, а прям пасет. Так, говорите с профессором Ронаном, чтобы получить свою первую задачу. Задача — особый тип заданий, который дает вам профессора Хогвартса, и после их выполнения они учат вас использовать новые заклинания. Наградой за выполнение вашей первой задачи является восстанавливающая чара или пара, которая необходима для выполнения других заданий. Вы можете отслеживать свои задания и их выполнение вне руководства. Я как раз это заглянулась на одну очень...
Revelio.
Которая я не могла не заметить. Частичная трансфигурация. Это частично преображенная чайная чашка, вероятно, на скорую руку исправленная ошибка второкурсника. Она явно служит предостережением для тех студентов, которые не хотят всерьез воспринимать всю сложность и опасность трансфигурации. Это же... Рона как раз, когда он пытался использовать конфигурацию на Криксе, как раз у него получилась какая-то живая чашка, и там как раз хвост торчал. Это трансфигурация Рона, как на себя попало. Прям веет отсылкой к фильму. Книгам. Но учитывая то, что Фоксмит я собралась идти с слизеринцем, Себастьян видно, что он как бы... знаю. Ну, что он какой-то такой скользкий тип. Потому что я не
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Заберите парящую страницу рядом с разбитой статуей. Заберите парящую страницу в башне защиты от темных искусств.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! Got it.
Короче, у них будет задания, связанные с теми заклинаниями, которыми они же и обучили.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good.
Так. Восстанавливающие чары репара можно использовать для починки сломанных объектов и элементов окружения. Ну, это мы знаем. Что мы в первый раз, что ли, палочкой кручиваем репаром. В жизни бы такое заклятие понадобилось, честно. В жизни бы оно было куда полезнее. Так. Добро пожаловать в Хогсмит. Слишком это ненадолго. На радостях бежим в Хогсмит.
Revelio.
Am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Lumos.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
I need to catch up with my
Once my
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Revelio.
Статуя Грегори Льстивого. Статуя изображает средневекового волшебника, заискивающего внукой Грегори Льстивого. Он известен тем, что изобрел елейную мазь, которая заставляет женщину верить, что тот, кто дал им это зелье, является их лучшим другом. Неплохо.
What are you up to now?
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
I don't think owls make very good pets.
Revelio.
Тоже изменим внешний вид и сделаем вот таким. Вот. Все, в принципе, ничего не изменилось. Но зато у нас прокачка персонажа лучше.
Revelio.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place, self-contained too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
То есть они спокойно могут выходить в Хогсмид. Хотя при этом МакГонагал говорила, что это привилегия. Посещение Хогсмида. Но все равно это, как сказать, не каноничная история Хогвартса Легаси, насколько я знаю, поэтому придираться к деталям не буду. Просто выглядит забавно.
Revelio.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
I wish they'd allow...
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Из этого уже можно рябиновый отвар делать точно.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Likely already named them too.
Все, что не поп.
France, Hoof and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Я не могу тут на спринте бегать. Ладно.
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and
Revelio.
Surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
Подземелье, я точно не собираюсь спускаться. Кажется, я оставила Себастьяна. Нормально так. Ну давай, Себастьян, скажи что-нибудь. Еще мы, честное слово, как два дебила бежим. Я понимаю, нам вот так подниматься, да? А мы бежим, как два идиота в тишине. Реально, почему нельзя взять и сократить дорогу?
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Huh? Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Huh? Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
Так, все, мы добежали до Хогвартса. Тут тоже очень много чего можно исследовать, кстати говоря. Поэтому будет достаточно весело.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place...
Revelio!
I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Этот ненадежно сложенный набор котлов что укладывать котлы таким образом не рекомендуется, если вы не хотите сварить зелье, которое должно давать предполагаемый эффект. Хотя, по общему признанию, это смотрится довольно привлекательно. Да, они просто возьмут и как-нибудь уже обвалятся на тебя и все, до свидания. Я уже думала, что это...
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Так, ладно. Давайте мы наше приключение продолжим чуть позже. Обязательно продолжим. А пока не забывайте подписываться и поставить ВК, ТикТок, где вам удобно смотреть. Также не забывайте про телеграм-канал. не пропустить никаких новостей и расписаний. Также буду рада вашим донатам. Все ссылки в описании. Ну а с вами была я, Одри, и до скорого. Всем пока.